Welcome back. It's time for Tales from the Swamp. Today, we're going to be reading a book called Divines in the Nords by High Priest Ingert. Nord religion has taken a number of interesting turns over the centuries. Our earliest beliefs were thought to have originated in Atmora and revolved around the worship of animal totems. These animals, dragon, hawk, she-wolf, snake, moth, owl, whale, bear, and fox, seem to correspond to the 8 divines plus Lorcan. Later, the dragon rose to prominence and gave rise to the dragon cult. It was either during or soon after the move to Tamriel that the dragon cult became more malevolent and forced its will throughout the land. It took the dragon war to overthrow the dragons and their priests, but that's a tale for another time. Eventually, the animal totem gods transformed into the 8 gods we worship today. We call them by their true names: Alduin, Kine, Mara, Dibella, Stoon, Junal, Orki, and Shor. Alduin. This is another reference to the Alduin Akatosh that we mentioned in the last book. We understand that our gods are as cyclical as the world itself, so we also remember the dead gods, Shor and Soon, who fought and died to bring about the current world. The hearth gods, Kine, Mara, Dibella, Stoon, and Junal, who watch over the present cycle, and the twilight god, Alduin, who ushers in the next cycle. Ooh, ushers in the next cycle. Akatosh does have to do with time, and Alduin as a world eater is said to exist at the end of the world to devour it, so that the next may be born. Add to these are so-called testing gods, who we do not worship but instead guard against to protect the hearth. These include Orki, Moloch, and Hermamora. I recognize Moloch as Malakath, and Hermamora as Hermaeus Mora. When the Imperials arrived, they brought with them their southern religion and worked to unify the worship of the 8 divines. That's how we got this wonderful temple of the divines that graces our fair city of solitude. We agree with the general notion that there are 8 gods, more or less, but we view them quite differently and call them by different names. Our temple is adjusted to the needs and desires of the current rulers time and again, yet we have grown used to some of the more prominent imperial notions and practices, even though we no longer find ourselves beholden to the ruby throne. Probably our biggest difference relates to the head of the pantheon. We Nords consider Kine as the leader of the gods, and find the imperial fascination with Alduin, who they call Akatosh, to be both perplexing and mildly disturbing. We work diligently to keep Alduin asleep, while our southern neighbors try time and time again to get his attention, which is why I begin every service in the temple with a prayer to praise Alduin, O great god of time, followed by a prayer to keep him at bay. May your slumbers stretch on for 1,000 generations. 'Cause if Alduin wakes up, he'll devour the world. Nom 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 nom. I wonder what the world tastes like. What do you think the world tastes like? Let me know in the comments. I hope it tastes like sweet rolls. Nom nom. Then I wouldn't be to blame Alduin for wanting to eat it, you know? I'm just being silly now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a very comfy night. Bye!